Hello everyone. So in today's video, I am doing a Best of Beauty 2024 preview. One item out of every category of Best of Beauty is going to be revealed in this video as a little primer and teaser for the full out Best of Beauty 2024. If you want to see that video, make sure you're subscribed. I know a lot of people consistently come back and watch my content, but might not know that they're not subscribed, so make sure you're subscribed. All of these products I absolutely love are Best of Beauty 2024. They just happen to also be available on sale right now. I know a lot of you wanted to see Best of Beauty ASAP this year so you could take advantage of any sales or discounts. I didn't have the bandwidth to do the full video early this year, so I thought that this would be the next best thing. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So first up, let's go ahead and start out with primer. I know that a lot of you have followed my journey with the Ilia Face Base Milk. I discovered this earlier this year and I never looked back because it is absolutely phenomenal. It's bouncy, it's cushiony on the skin, immediate hydration, and the best part of all is that it is relatively thin for the amount of hydration that you get. So makeup applies exceptionally on top. And I still wanted to give the Ilia a shout out, honestly, because it is second best, and I was anticipating mentioning it in Best of Beauty 2024. However, literally right at the last second, in the last month, I found a dupe, which is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. Just as good, just as bouncy. And what's beautiful about a primer like this, it's also a skincare product, so it essentially does an incredible job at protecting the barrier, keeping your skin very nourished, and again, it gives the skin back its bounce, but it is not very greasy or heavy. And these greasier, heavier products sometimes can really make makeup actually slip slide around and not apply well. This is the perfect base for makeup. I've been trying out a ton of milky essences and toners, and this one is my personal favorite. We will talk about other skincare products, etc. in Best of Beauty 2024, the full video, but for now, this is the one I want to mention, and it is the one that is also on Black Friday deal. This will be in Best of Beauty 2024. It is the Holy Grail. Now for concealer, I wanted to kind of throw a switch up at you guys. I don't think a lot of you guys are expecting me to mention this concealer. This is the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. Now this is the old packaging. I also have the new one. But I have really been enjoying it, and the more I use it, the more I really like it. I think I am enjoying the little extra bit of richness this has with the hydration, the ton of coverage that it gives. So what I kind of like to do is put this all over my face and then just add a little bit under the eyes. It blends beautifully. It lasts a really long time. It has this really soft blur. And I just have been noticing that my skin is changing. And as we age, that happens. It's never happened, I don't know. I've been noticing it more this winter than previous winters. I mean, that's how it works. I'm still looking for some significant coverage, at least in pinpoint areas. And this is giving me that while also still looking nice under the eyes. Again, I wouldn't go in with a ton of this under the eyes because I think, it is more coverage. But as is, I have to say, I've really been enjoying this. I'm pretty sure this is on sale at Saks right now. I'm gonna leave links down below to all of the sales I tried to find for these products. And I'm pretty sure that this is available at Saks at discount. And I think you get like a free gift card or something. But again, the combo that I've actually been really enjoying is, again, the Dior with the Surratt Dewdrop Foundation. Now, if you have not seen the video I did on Surratt a few months ago, I was kind of blown away after that video. I really didn't expect to come away with so many new holy grails, but it was absolutely like the best case scenario possible. Trying all new makeup or a whole new brand kind of video. I think in the history of my channel, a video like that has never gone as well as with the Surratt video. The Surratt Dewdrop Foundation It is what is on my skin today. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're out there and you just do not like the feeling of the makeup on your face, this is one of the best foundations I could recommend to you. So often with very thin foundations that don't feel like a lot of product on the skin, these kind of thin textures, they can be very drying, or they can often kind of throughout the day start to dry out, or they have so much silicone in them that they can kind of do the opposite of blurring. Like as you continue to wear them, they end up kind of like sitting in the crevices of the skin a little bit. At least that's how my skin personally reacts to products with a lot of silicone in them. I think that this kind of product from Surratt is the hidden gem of the beauty community. I think for folks that want something more long wearing but don't necessarily want a full coverage kind of foundation, this could easily be a perfect product for you. For me personally, I do find myself wanting a little bit more coverage on certain spots, and that, my skin's been breaking out, so that makes sense to me. But the way this wears, this really wears a long time on me. With that very thin veil of blurred coverage, it's really beautiful. The only thing I don't like is the packaging. I think we've talked about this before, but you have to kind of like drop it out in this little dropper applicator, and it gets annoying. I think they do that so you're not overusing the product, but for me, I'd rather have the option to overuse it if I want to, I guess. I'm pretty sure that Surratt's doing like 30 or 40% off, like site-wide. So if you do want to get any Surratt in the next couple of months, your best bet's probably gonna be to get it during Black Friday. Next, let's go ahead and talk about powder. Again, I've been feeling my skin changing, and I've been noticing that with powder, I'm just liking the finish of my makeup more recently. I think it gives me a little bit more of a perfected kind of look. And the Kosas Cloud Set, this just, again, I'm so blown away by the Best of Beauty products that shook out this year. Like, if I had guessed the products that would be in Best of Beauty like a few months ago, I would not have necessarily picked these items, but I like literally could not be happier. So the one product I wanted to mention for powder is the Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Candy. Now, I love the shade Airy for all over the face. That's like more of a good tone for my skin, but this is a beautiful brightening shade. You can see it's more of a pink shade. Putting this under my eyes, a little bit down the nose, on the chin, on the forehead. I also really like taking it in here, and you can see I put it on today. My skin still has a radiance to it, but this just slightly blurs it and sets everything very finely. Beautiful. And I'm telling you, if you're someone that lost your favorite powder with the Givenchy, I would really, really highly suggest checking this one out. It is a little bit more lightweight than the Givenchy, and I don't think it is quite as blurring, but it is also better for no makeup. Givenchy, I did think, leaned a little bit more into the more perfected kind of region, whereas I think this is better for every day. It has that soft blur, the brightening, but not quite as makeup-y. Not that the Givenchy looked makeup-y, but if you've tried it, you know what I mean. It can be built up to be quite glamorous if you wanted it to. But anyway, it is beautiful. I don't even really necessarily miss my Givenchy now that I have this. I truly was getting very frustrated prepping for this video today. I spent probably an hour trying to find my Merit Flush Balm in the shade Rouge, or even my Lip to Cheek from RMS in the shade Beloved. I could not find either, but I do know that either of them should be on sale. Again, I'm gonna leave all the details down below, but the thing is that these two products, I gotta be honest here, they're kind of interchangeable at some point, so I think it's just gonna depend on the kind of product you're looking for. I think the RMS has a little bit more pigment than the Merit. The Merit's a touch thinner, but both are more dewy, red, stunning blushes. And I think that red blush, this really soft, thin veil of red blush, has been my favorite look for the year, and honestly, it was last year too, but these two blushes were the ones that just really stood out to me. I kept looking at my makeup today, and I was like, I just feel like something's missing, and I couldn't put my finger on it. I remembered that just a touch of red blush really brings a look together, and it makes it look, I firmly, in my opinion, it makes it look like you're wearing less makeup, especially with those blushes because they kind of warm up on the skin. They add a little bit of a glow, and it almost looks like that touch of blush, that true flush, is just peeking right through the cheeks. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous look. Either of those are great. Again, it's just going to depend on which one you're looking for. And I also think RMS might have a travel size gift set still. So I'll leave a link down below to that. And I'll leave a link down below to the one at Merit. I know Merit always does a Black Friday sale, so I'm almost positive that that one is on sale. But I could almost guarantee that RMS also has one. But if they don't, then I know Credo is having a Black Friday sale. One slightly challenging thing about doing this video is that I have to pre-record it. I'm slightly relying on the pinned comment to give you guys all the details. Shall we talk about bronzer? The Surratt Soleil Doe Artistique Bronzer. I know they have another shade. I'm almost kind of curious about the other shade because this bronzer is beautiful. If you really enjoy a bronzer that can be built up, you do like a lot of shape on your face, but you like a really blurred formula, this is excellent. It reminds me of what I was hoping the airbrush bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury would be. This is what I was always hoping that product to be, but that one was always choppy and awkward on my skin. But this bronzer does an excellent job of giving me this really pretty blur. It's a little bit more yellow toned, which is nice. It's not like overly yellow, but it doesn't look orange and stark on my skin. Very thin formula. And sometimes if I don't want to use a powder, like for every day, this does a beautiful job of setting down makeup as well. So I do find myself kind of like putting it on the perimeters of the face, and it just kind of gives you this soft blur, this bronze. You know, I'm not really sure why more people don't talk about it. Again, it is one of those hidden gem products that I just think more people need to try and should talk about. It really, again, was one of those sleeper hits of the video. I did not expect to walk out of that video with a new bronzer favorite. I was very happy that I did. For the eyes, I wanted to mention two different favorites. It is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I wanted to mention these two favorites because I feel like they go together. So first of all, the Nabla Cupid's Arrow Full Color Stylos. I have them in so many different shades. This one in particular is in deep brown. It is a multi-use stick, so you could potentially use this on the lips as well, all over the eyes. You could even use it on the face. You know, for me, this shade wouldn't necessarily suit me for the face, but the stylo range as a whole is meant to be multi-purpose. Now, for me, I love that there's more of a pointed kind of applicator as far as crayons go. And I just find I'm able to kind of scribble on a little winged liner, flick it out with my BK208 brush that I've kind of talked about a million times already on my channel. It's just perfect. It's so easy, it's so fast. There are more like mid-tone shades that I love also using as a base for looks. So just taking a little bit of like the taupey shade, I forget what shade that's called, taking a little bit of that into the crease, then sketching out a little bit of a liner. I found Nabla also by doing one of these full face videos where I was just trying an entirely new brand to me. And the Nabla stylos really came out on top. They are absolutely beautiful. I'll leave a clip in from that video so you guys can see the eye look that I came out with. One of my favorite eye looks of the entire year. These are more affordable also. And if my math is correct, not just because these are also on sale, I'm pretty sure in general, they're just more affordable than like a Bobbi Brown or Laura Mercier eyeshadow stick. And you get more precision, which I think the precision really makes these stand apart from those. a really, really underrated product, especially if you enjoy that kind of smoky wing the way that I do. It's kind of become like my signature look. They are just fantastic and I reach for them all the time. And then again, for every day, just really quick makeup, the Surratt Beyond Beige palette. You know, it is one of those palettes that I know the look is always going to turn out well. And again, I have everything that I need all in one, and I think more brands need to do this. More brands need to come out with quads, small palettes, duos, whatever, where everything is included. You don't need to go into another palette to necessarily get something, because that's what actually makes me end up reaching for it a ton. And also because these textures are gorgeous. I know a lot of people love like the Tom Ford quads or like the Guerlain. Surratt has something different going on with it because these are a slurry texture. So it's essentially a cream that's then baked. So you're left with a creamy look on the eyes, but you're working with powders. So for me, it makes it the best of both worlds. This shade right here is perfection as far as green eyes. Like it just pops them immediately for me. It has a really soft kind of sparkle in it, but again, it's not a glitter shadow. And I mean, you guys know how much I love wet glitters. I love a glitter look, but for every day, I actually go for something more similar to this, something with a soft sheen and a color that's really pretty and a formula that's really easy to work with. It ends up kind of being my everyday perfect eyeshadow quad. And again, if I want to do a smokier wing, I have it already here. I have my chocolatey shadow. And I also have this really pretty soft champagne sparkle if I want to add something on top. But honestly, these are my three favorite shades right here. But this is nice to add a little bit of lightness. I feel like it is always sold out because I think the secret's kind of out about it. But for me personally, it has been a standout of the year, and it's probably my most used eye product of the year. Moving on from eyes, let's go ahead and talk about this lipstick. I was kind of wearing it. I'll add a little bit more. It got a little bit mixed with the liner I was wearing. The Sochi Ceramide Lip Silk in Speakeasy. I don't know if you guys can see how much I've already used. I'll be honest, with how much makeup I have, that doesn't happen as much as I would like it to. But I love this so much. If you have very, very dry lips, you want a lipstick that is comforting. You don't want something that's going to make your lips look drier, but you want some nice color. More people need to talk about these lipsticks. Another hidden gem that again, there are so many different shades, so many shades that I personally want to try out. And they don't do the thing where they kind of like sit in the lip lines and feel waxy. You know, there are some nice like moisturizing lipsticks out there. They don't have this kind of silky feel. It does truly feel like a very silky kind of lip balm with more of a light to medium pigmentation. It's not too much pigment, but it's not enough. It's not like a chapstick. Really the best of both worlds. Lovely, lovely formula. And I'm gonna mention one product from skincare, hair, and fragrance. Let's first talk about hair because you guys are always asking me about my hair care routine, and I've been really doing more over the past year, and I'd love to do more hair focused content going in to 2025. So please leave your comments down below on like what you want to see from me. If it's like trying new shampoos, trying new like hair tools, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you. But my secret is the Apres, I believe, or Apres Healthy Hair Shampoo and the Healthy Hair Conditioner. I don't think I have found a better shampoo and conditioner in my entire life. Hands down, they are perfect for me. The shampoo gets my hair so clean. It's actually incredibly, do you hear this? It's very, very runny. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying in the shower, like when you're actually showering. However, my hair has never felt softer having used that. And I've tested each of them on their own with other products in their place. Each one of these is doing something within themselves because I really wanted to make sure I was getting the full sense of each product. That shampoo leaves my hair feeling so soft. It doesn't dry out my hair, which again, I mean, you really have to be careful with some shampoos. They can really strip the hair. That one actually somehow smooths my hair. I don't know how or why. It is incredible. And I also find that it gives it a good clean. My hair isn't getting like immediately greasy after 2 days. Typically for me, I'll start to want to wash my hair around day 4 if I have a good routine, and this gets me right to that sweet spot. Some more nourishing shampoos immediately weigh down my hair. And again, I already have thicker hair, so I can't have a shampoo weigh down my hair, even though I want the moisture because my hair is also more coarse. This is perfect. I don't think I've ever been like so obsessed with a shampoo in my life. It's kind of a new experience for me. And then the conditioner is it's so good. Again, immediate hydration to the hair. I don't actually feel like, I hate to admit this because I mean, I think we've all been there. When you don't even want to brush your hair before you get in the shower and you're just so tired, you know you need to like wash your hair and you're like, "Ugh, I just need to get this done." With this conditioner, not a problem. My hair is so silky when I use this conditioner. My hair is the healthiest it's been because of these products, hands down. I could not recommend them more, and I'm really hoping they're doing a sale. I'm not seeing one at this point. So again, I'll leave a link down below to those. I also have their Bond Repair Mist. I haven't tested that one out yet. I just tested out these, but they're just incredible. Fragrance, Taunt, Deadcool. Over the years, I've kind of wanted to gatekeep this one, but I just can't. I'm pretty sure everything's 30% off at Deadcool. Deadcool Taunt is, to me, it is Glossier You. It's like the slightly more indie version of Glossier You with a little bit more warmth. So for me, I really like it because it has that ambery sexiness to it with a little bit of vanilla. It's almost like, I would say, if you think you only like gourmands, you're like, I just typically like gourmands, I typically wear sweet smells. I have a feeling that a lot of you will absolutely love this. To me, it's just the right amount of edge, just the right amount of amber, it's just the right amount of sweetness. It's just the right amount of that musky kind of thing that Glossier You has. It is beautiful. And lastly, for skincare, I mean, we already know that I love the Kiss Me Mommy SPF 50. It is the holy grail as far as my SPFs go. Again, Haru Haru Wonder, killing it. The Black Rice Moisture Airy Fit Daily Sunscreen, this is SPF 50. A beautiful, more satin formula, never burns my eyes, does not break me out, has no white cast, and has more of this satin blurred finish. And I think for those of you with more combo to oily skin will absolutely love this. I think a lot of brands tend to make sunscreens for more oily skin with a ton of alcohol in them. And, you know, I don't care what skin type you have. I don't think you should be putting a lot of denatured alcohol on your skin. It's not good for your skin. This is a non-greasy, very, very velvety finish, and I like it. I mean, I have dry skin. Typically, if I want more moisture, I mean, in the winter, I'd probably reach more readily for this, but if I want a very kind of perfected look, this is bomb. It's really, really good. And especially thinking about a sunscreen that preps your skin for makeup, this is a very, very good one. In fact, typically what I'll do is add like a couple layers of the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice and then add a good layer of the sunscreen, and it is stunning. No, this is not a beauty product, but I'm going to say that this Sloan cardigan from Ozma, I have been wearing since I got it. I think I've been wearing this for like, I don't know, 3 straight weeks at this point. I'm really hoping that it goes on sale and it is my favorite fashion find of the year. So I also wanted to include that as a quick little tidbit at the end of the video, because I know you guys are always asking me for clothing recommendations, and I'm never really sure how to incorporate that into my channel. So I just wanted to make sure I at least recommended it at the end of this video. It is the most luxurious alpaca cardigan. The crop is perfect. It's not overly cropped, but it's also not overly baggy. The crop actually, I think, makes it very flattering. It has more balloon sleeves, but also it goes quite high. The buttons go quite high, while it still is like more of a shawl cardigan. Is fantastic. Very unique, but also really classic. I am just wearing a bra under this right now. Just saying, it's that soft. So you don't have to worry about always having like a long sleeve shirt under it or anything. I really can't do that some days. I really just can't. And that was my Best of Beauty 2024 preview. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribed for the full length, probably hour-long Best of Beauty 2024. I'm going to leave links down below to everything that I talked about. I hope you guys are having a great one, and I will see you in my next one.